My name is Nancy Anthony. I'm an Eagle Employment Opportunity Specialist as well as the Disability Program Manager for the agency. Hurricane Maria. I was actually on the island 2 days before the hurricane hit. I was there for the funeral of one of my uncles, and I remember seeing on the news about the storm coming and how it was going to be a direct hit. And for some reason, I didn't get a good feeling about it. And I told my dad, "Dad, I think I want to ride this storm out with you and Mom." My dad said, "Oh, don't worry about it. The storms normally hit to the north or to the south. We don't really get direct hits." And based on his historical information, I figured, okay, well, that's kind of true because I've been on the island and they normally don't hit. And it did. That Wednesday, I actually was able to speak to my dad at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the storm was starting to hit, and he told me, I've never seen a palm tree touch the ground. That's how strong the winds were. And I said, well, Dad, you and Mom stay in a safe part of the house. Don't go out because sometimes the debris is the worst thing you can, and they're elderly. I didn't want them to get hurt. And that was at 6 o'clock in the morning. After that, it was silence. My parents lived there. I have my brother, aunts, uncles, lots of family on the island. That week of silence, the only thing that I can say that I can compare it with is when I was deployed in Iraq. I wanted to take the first airplane to Puerto Rico and I was not able to. So being unable to hear from them or go there and do something was horrible. And it was very, very difficult. The one thing that helped me get through that was everyone from the director, the EO director, Janice Samuel, my supervisor, Dr. Lowe, to my coworkers, and giving me the flexibility to do what I had to do because I was preparing. Because the first opportunity that I was going to get to go to the island, I was on that plane. A week had passed, and finally I got a phone call from my brother. And that's when I knew that my parents were okay. But still, not hearing my parents' voice, it was still nerve-wracking. A week and a half after, I made it to Puerto Rico, and I was trying to get my parents out, but my parents don't want to leave. It's like that's their home, and so I just made sure that they had water. My parents live in a town called Dorado. It's about 30 minutes west of San Juan. And when I got there, I had never seen what I saw when I hit the ground. It looked as if a bomb had hit. There was no leaves on the trees. I had never seen it, very desolate. I had never seen anything like that. The lines were long. It was just a horrendous sight to see people in their 80s and some reaching 90s waiting in lines for 6 hours. I said, I'll do that. I'll be the person in line waiting to get my family what they need. And then it became a neighborhood thing. I was getting things for the neighbors, people that I grew up with since I was a child, and helping them out and making sure they had what they needed. After I came back, I started working on how to get them a generator, my brother as well. And I was able to get them 2 generators. And it took about 3 weeks, and that was another nerve-wracking, trying to make sure that they got there and they got the generators. When I found out that DLA was there, I felt just so proud. I said, wow, I work for that agency, and they're on the island and they're helping people. That really made me feel good, and that's really, when it hit, that's about people and culture. It really hit home for me then, knowing that I'm part of the agency and the help they're doing for my people. It was priceless, and it not only touched me, but it touched my parents. When I told my parents and my brother, oh, this is from work. These are the people from work that are sending their help, or relatives, and they're sending, this help for you. They were just so humbled, so grateful. And I'll never forget that. That's something that's going to be forever imprinted in my mind.